Hello everybody, welcome to another video, market focused for the third week of May 2026. So if you are tapped in this video, please do like and subscribe, right? And comment if you find this content valuable, right? I'm gonna start off with the DXY. I'll be breaking down my top six as well as I'll be going through one index pair that I have as well as my cryptos, right? So to start off the DXY, what am I looking for? DXY, I'm still more neutral with this whole idea as we are still within this whole piece of price action, right? As you go on the daily, as you could see, I'm still looking for price to play this phase one, phase two, phase three to the lows, right? That's the whole idea. And when you go on the page four, you're gonna see what is happening here, right? I'm still looking to see whether could this be more of your one, two, three kind of idea whereby this was your nice middle section, right? So I'm still looking to see could we break out and get the break back in continuation. I'm more happy looking to entertain that, which it would be a very beautiful idea. But another thing which is more possible as well would be the idea to go where to go further along, right? Which also would be decent play, right? To go take out the areas and possibly extend in this kind of formation in this manner, whereby this becomes your nice, beautiful middle section. And looking left, we have this high also set above, which could also be taken out. Which, when I correlate it with the DXY, I'll be looking to see whether do we respond from these inflections. Understand? A possible pushback and continuation, which would also be a very beautiful trade. Capitalize with the longs. Or are we going to be looking short, this being the back end and possibly price developing into this in the back end and now capitalizing with these to the lows, right? Playing the one, two, three whole idea, right? That's the whole idea. And the next pair, which is Pound Cat. Pound Cat, same thing. I'm looking at the structure here. Weekly time frame perspective, look at where we are, right? Same thing. The one, two, three, tapping into this low, right? And we've got this follow through. I'm looking to play the phase one, phase two, phase three to the highs, right? That's the whole idea. The one, two, three. When you go lower, you're gonna see some, right? The only thing you wouldn't like is how aggressive and bearish we are looking on the last leg. Nevertheless, we tapped into this area that gave us this push high, taking out this area here. So I'm looking to see whether do we hold from this one, two, three beautiful structure that tapped into these areas. Would you get the pushback in continuation? I'm looking for that, right? So that's the whole idea with the what you call the thingy, the pound cat, right? Beautiful stuff. I'm just gonna see whether do we more like correct a bit and get the push high, capitalize with this whole idea. That's the main idea. And the next pair, symbol here. Uh, Kiwi cat, same thing. Look at what we've been looking for here. This was the back end. Price came to that middle section and came back to tap into this. This was more of your nice, beautiful override, but the follow through. I'm looking to capitalize with continuation to come manage to these lows here. So I'll be playing the phase one, phase two, phase three to these lows. Simple piece of price action here. And when you go on the 4 hour, you're gonna see. Let me remove purchase real quick. You're gonna see something. I'm looking to capitalize with this kind of continuation here. We have this area, possible gap, and we feel that we'll be looking to play this lows. Simple piece of price action. Then, and the next pair, symbol Eurogiwi. Eurogiwi, what am I looking for? So the thing about Eurogiwi, let me just remove everything here. You're gonna see I'm more focused at I'm more neutral first and first, right? Daily time frame perspective. In terms of the short idea, we're responding from this previous area. We have something there that is more visible on the lower time frame, right? That did what gave the reversal and we broke back within this structure here. And what happened now? already look at how we've been moving, and I'm still looking to see whether are we gonna hold for short, or do we develop into a continuation for long. Because of why the idea for long still holds, because of where we are responding here, this area of value whereby we had this more like nice double bottom there, got the push high, and this slightly now become the pullback and continue. That's the possibility for long or neutral. And when you go on the 4 hour, you're gonna see how we've tried to accumulate right at the back end of this whole piece of price action. Right, I'm still looking to see which areas do we hold from, because price had broken out these areas. By now, these are the only relevant area price to come grab volume from and get the push down, and this becomes a continuation, and it's down to these areas, right? Or another thing, when you go on the 4 hour and hourly, I also wouldn't be surprised if right now, whatever that is happening, whereby we have this, I also wouldn't be surprised if the whole idea responding from this whole piece of accumulation that price broke out, piece of accumulation taps into this last line and push down continuation. Or with where we are, with how we said, we might be looking for the short here, for the longs. I mean to say here. We show you simple piece of price action. Would we come back? If the gap, come back, take it out. Beautiful piece of price action. That's how I'll be looking at the move, just like this. Minimum to these highs. I wouldn't even like, normally when these occur, we normally do that. It's something very beautiful trade to the high. Probably around your nice MPC skin trade. The next pair it's Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, what am I looking for? Euro Aussie, same thing. I'm more looking for the longs, right? I'm more focused at the long idea. Why? Is because of how we are, where we are responding from a weekly time frame perspective. Right? Notice how much we've been bearish. This more, we still in a bearish momentum, right? And the only idea is not, not getting trapped into the whole idea of the bearish momentum. Because look, we tapped into the low of this whole piece of price action, right? Whereby it gave us this aggressive push high, right? So I'm looking to see whether could we get this whole idea and possibly get those early runs, right, to these areas, which is highly probable, right? And possibly the whole idea for longs will be to fulfill a whole structure like this. By now, this becomes this whole idea for price. Now, from this whole beautiful structure, furthermore, moves to the downside, which is possible, right? But when you go on the 4 hour, you're going to see here, what am I looking at here? So looking to see whether we get that development of play the range in the sense, right? I'm looking for the phase one, phase two, phase three possibility, right? And when I remove these right here on the hourly, I'm still looking to see could we develop more like your middle section here, coming to tap into these areas, and a push high continuation would make perfect sense. And the next pair, okay, the next pair, symbol, Chef Yen. Chef Yen, what am I looking for? So the Chef Yen is not really your most best, because I'm placing emphasis at these areas for price to do what? To possibly, not even possibly, but for price to possibly come back high, take out these areas, and more like perform something in this nature, whereby this becomes your extension, right? And now price is taken at this high, this becomes the extension, and it gives us this. This is more probable to give, to push price higher, right? Another thing that could also happen, which is less likely, is this area here, right? Because price broke this area, and now already look at how we are consolidating. Understand? So I'm just gonna look to see whether does price come here, push high, and give us a nice continuation here, right? Or we furthermore develop, right? Furthermore develop which is something that I'm looking for, something in this nature, which is good, right? So that's the only idea that I'm looking at. Another thing is the possible V type would also occur here in the sense. So that's the whole idea. And the daily time frame perspective, how is it looking? The daily time frame perspective looking pretty much decent. Look at where how we trending here. Price takes out the high, comes back, doesn't necessarily have the low instead through. But that's the thing, in these kinds of scenarios, you could easily get trapped within this or pull back. But we're just gonna look and observe to see whether this become the play to furthermore push high, right? And the other my indice symbol here. Look at this. This is the Netherlands 25, right? You remove everything, you're gonna see something. Daily time frame perspective is at the high. 4 hour, you could see we got the follow through, right? Look at this, we got the follow through. We had your piece of accumulation, price broke the high, came back and tapped into this minor inflation. Yeah, in a manner of more like your V type. There was your nice internal structure there, right? And when you go on the hourly, you're gonna see something. We got the follow through. So I'm looking to see whether could price now develop a structure here. Right now, this becomes the middle section, the gap, and everything much more visible when you look at it from a 15 perspective. By the structure, we'll be looking at this whole idea becomes that, right? So that's the whole idea. I'm looking to see whether how do we develop here, and I'll be looking to capitalize with the shorts minimum to these lows here as an idea of phase one, phase two, phase three, simple piece of price action. That's the whole idea. And on my cryptos symbol, BTC, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the longs on BTC. Look at which area we tapped, right? We tapped into this area. I'm considering this is more of your area of value. So I'm looking to capitalize with that, which high continuation. And why is because of like, look at, yes, we're not responding the most best, but look at this areas. Look at how price tapped into this, failed, we broke out. So I'm still looking to see whether this becomes a full recovery idea. That is it. And the ETH, I'm looking for longs, right? So from the daily time frame perspective, yeah, you're gonna see something, right? Simple piece of price action. You're gonna notice this extension. How we had this high, push down, we extended into a structure here, right? Which is beautiful. And not just that, but we tapped into an area of value there, right? Which is more visible on a 4 hour time frame perspective. Look at this, tapped into this, we left the gap, and we came back to take it out in a manner of your 1, 2, 3. So I'm looking for the push high continuation. Or you could get the early trade, which is slightly on your risky side of things. When you go lower on the hourly, as you could see this, it's even actually invalidating. But look at that. You have this beautiful one. That structure there, we broke this high. So one would look at these areas, this structure like that, and try to possibly capitalize these areas. Looking at the fact that this becomes the back end here. So that's the whole idea with these ones. So I'm just gonna look to observe and see like how does the week play out. And yeah, man, what is important is that you stay sharp and eye on the ball, doing your best in terms of preparation. Yeah, that is it, man. And I wish everybody a fantastic week ahead and stay sharp. And yeah, man, see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, man. Come on.